This week we're talking about living vibrantly, which you will hear me say a lot. I have my Live Vibrantly method, which has influenced all of my coaching, whether it's one-to-one or my new group program. But I just wanted to take a moment and explain what it actually means, because it means so much to me and it's so the core of everything that I do that sometimes I personally forget to actually explain what it is. And so this is really just an invitation into living vibrantly, and it's something that I think we all have the right and ability to do. We're just going to talk about that. What I mean by living vibrantly is reveling in who you truly are. I am personally very influenced by RuPaul and Drag Race. I just love him. He constantly talks about this idea of drag being not about trying to be something different or someone different, but peeling back the layers and really just letting that full force of you out. And that's what I advocate for in the Live Vibrantly method. A one-off celebration of the intricacies and the individualities of being you. Which sounds like it should be pretty simple because, you know, we're all ourselves, but we are constantly bombarded with images and messages and direct communication that who we are is not good enough, or it's too much, or it's a big pile of piss. And I'm here to say that is not true. And I'm also here to say I appreciate that's not always easy to believe, and that sometimes you need some support with that. And that's why I developed my Live Vibrantly method, so that people could have a pathway through to building the knowledge of who they are and what feels good, how to give yourself permission to understand what feels good and celebrate who you are, and then build a framework and an action plan to go make it happen. That's in essence what we do in the Live Vibrantly method. We do that by manipulating the 5 pillars of vibrancy, which are embody. Embody is, how do you come back to yourself? How do you center? I am a yoga teacher. I am very into concepts of mindfulness and being deeply present. I'm also very fascinated and a constant studier of nervous systems and being present and showing up. And that is all what embody is about. It's like, how do we come back to ourselves with the intention that we build this stable ground underneath our feet to then go do all the hard stuff. And personally speaking, embody is the pillar that I often have to spend the most amount of time manipulating and making work for me. Then we have evoke. Evoke is sexy. Evoke is, who am I at my deepest core self, and what do I want? What do I need? And making that happen. And that is a real powerhouse of a pillar. Like, if you can start getting in and playing around with that, shit starts happening. Evolve. Evolve is a really beautiful process. It's where we start stripping off the layers that don't serve us, weren't ours to begin with, and we start refining the shape of who we are and what we need. And that's a lot of, if you are in the coaching world, it's where we talk a lot around limiting beliefs, making them liberating beliefs. It's where we get into a lot of habit formation. It's where we get into a lot of mindset work. It's a really juicy space. Then we have engage. And engage is, all right, you've done all this beautiful work on yourself. How are you going to actually engage with the rest of the world? And that's relationships, that's work, that is just being able to go outside and face the world, which can sometimes feel like a struggle and isn't accessible to a lot of us right now. So engage is a really beautiful pillar, and one that I'm passionate about in order to make sure that anybody who works with me is well set up to be a full part of the world and doesn't just have a beautiful session where we laugh and we cry and everything's wonderful, and then they go off and they're like, well, how do I make this work? And then the final pillar is enrich, which I, as you can tell by my whole expression, I fucking love. Enrich is the mores and the deepers and the fullers, and what do you need in your life to keep this going? What's your motivation? What is the shit that just makes you so fucking happy you can't wait to get up in the morning? For me, enrichment is all about art. It's about my style. It's about my house. It's about having Dottie, my dog, with me every day. It's the shit that makes life worth it. And sometimes we don't always take the time to fully celebrate and dedicate energy into those aspects of our life. Why? Like, life is all about living and fun. So I can talk for ages. But those are the 5 pillars we manipulate in the Live Vibrantly method. How we do it, depending on whether I work with you as a one-to-one client, you're coming here for resources, which I always love sharing, or you sign up for my group program. But at heart, that's what we're doing. We're manipulating these 5 pillars. And anytime we work together, we are figuring out what it is that you need to feel good. What is that knowledge? What are the fundamentals for you? Then we work out where you need permission in your life, and we all need to tweak this. We all need permission. We all need to let things go, allow ourselves to be, and then we make a plan, because I am a strategist by nature. I am a planner. I am a doer. I love being in my head and in my body and in my spirit, but I also love doing. And my clients do too. Live Vibrantly is just an invitation for you to feel good. It's not a command that you need to, but it's an invitation in to just reveling in who you are and just feeling fucking good. Okay, that's everything for me. My live group program, so we meet every week for almost 2 hours. You get a ton of exercises. You get like total access to me. It's a really amazing deal. That is on sale. Please come check it out. I would love to chat with you and get you set up and living vibrantly. So thank you. Bye.